Music is, in my opinion, one of the most important parts of the Killing Floor gameplay, and the series as a whole. There's a ton of amazing and iconic songs from each Killing Floor game. But throughout the entire series, spanning from the mod to the second game, there has been some music that never saw the light of day, with them being cut from the game, for one reason or another. I'll be going over these songs and showing some short snippets of them. If you wish to listen to the original songs, full links will be in the description. Show your support to the original artist if it's available. Also note, I'm not any sort of music expert, and I don't know much of the terminology, so this might be hard to watch if you are. Starting with the first Killing Floor, if we look back at the mod days, there is a ton of music that never made it over to the full game. Some being by the main man himself, zYnthetic, and others being made by David Haslam, or alternatively known as Rhythmatic, or Radic. None of Radic's music made it into the retail game for whatever reason. My only guess is just it doesn't quite sound like the rest of the soundtrack. It's very different, but that doesn't mean it's bad. He made a pretty big amount of music for the mod version. His songs include The End Is Nigh, Freak, Let's Play with Zombies, and Chainsaw Chaos. These are all really great songs in my opinion. I even still use The End Is Nigh as my KF1 menu music. They all feel like Killing Floor, but with a different style than zYnthetic music. A bit more traditional Unreal Tournament mod sounding music. And don't even really sound that out of place for mod maps in the first game. zYnthetic's cut music isn't any slouch either, with a lot of cut ambient tracks from the first KF mod campaign. A strange little unused ambient track just called Hub. And two amazing action tracks, Decreplica and the Amen break using godsend of a song that is Spine. Oh, and I actually forgot Murder Suicide. Most of these went unused simply because they weren't needed for the retail game, like the story mode music. But stuff like Spine is awesome, and I really wish they would have used it. And the only reason I can really think of them not using them is because of the heavy sample usage. Speaking of sampling, There's actually a lot of cut samples in the mod versions of some of the songs.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to violence. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to violence. The word and the act. While violence flows.
Pain of being dead. I can feel myself rotting. Pain, go away. Pain.
What about the pain?
The pain of being dead.
Doctor and I, for one, don't blame them.
Every dead body that is not exterminated becomes one of them. It gets up and kills. The people it kills get up and kill.
Operating rescue station.
These were obviously cut because they were sampled from copyrighted media, but they were pretty cool. Moving over to the full retail game, there's some more unused songs from zYnthetic, which can be found in his album Era. All of them are untitled and unfinished seemingly. There are 3 awesome songs that were cut from the game in the end of the line update, accidentally being left out by Tripwire, with zYnthetic trying to get Tripwire to fix it, but they just never did. These songs are Blood Driven, Contamination, and Kill Phase. I love these tracks a lot. The guitar in them is just nasty. The non-zYnthetic music that came with the game at launch was made by a Christian metal band called Dirge, who had former Tripwire CEO John Gibson as, I believe, the singer. The game uses instrumental versions of their songs. The original song vocals aren't that great in my opinion, but they do have a little bit of charm. It's like Korn without the good. There's also 2 songs from the Dirge EP that didn't go used in the final game. New Father, and To Nothing. New Father would have been great as an instrumental song in my opinion. It fits the rest of the game pretty well. But To Nothing is a cover of a Living Sacrifice song, so it was likely unused for that reason. There's an unused song that we have no idea what the sound was. It's only referenced in the music for KF Aperture, Smooth Jazz. It was likely going to be a reference to the smooth jazz joke from Portal 2.
Smooth jazz will be deployed in 3, 2, 1.
Some random oddities for used songs I want to mention are Infectious Cadaver. While this song does sound a lot like the rest of the soundtrack, this actually wasn't made for Killing Floor. I don't know how this came to happen, but this is actually a licensed song from the band 6 Feet of Foreplay. I have no clue why or when this song got licensed, but I'm glad it did because it fits really good. It's also once again an instrumental version of the song. I don't really like the vocals that much, but the instrumental is awesome. There's also every song made for the map Sirens Belch. For some reason they made a whole new set of songs just for this map, that they wouldn't ever use in any other map as far as I know. They were created by an artist called M.A. Nelson according to the metadata. These songs are really strange and feel extremely out of place. They aren't really bad, they just don't sound like Killing Floor music at all. They sound like fucking Pepsi Man. Another strange case is the music from Bedlam. They don't have any metadata, and they don't really sound like zYnthetic's work. And they also don't appear in any of zYnthetic's albums, making me think that he didn't make them, and they're from somebody else from Tripwire. So we have no idea who made these. Now for Killing Floor 2. In this game, they leaned way more into the licensed music, with them using music from bands like Demon Hunter, Living Sacrifice, and Fit for a King. However, they still had a ton of original music made for this game, with of course zYnthetic returning, as well as a new musician, Rocky Gray. In Killing Floor 2, we actually know a few cut zYnthetic songs, first of all being Pandemic, which was a complete remix of Killing Floor 1's Outbreak main menu theme. This song was really good in my opinion, and it fit the old menu background really well. This track was replaced at some point with Monstrosity. They changed music to be more fitting with the more action-like new main menu background, and I can see why they changed it if the old one wouldn't have fit as well. zYnthetic has also shared some tracks that weren't used in the final game. They were however used for the developer diaries, so they are just named after said diaries. Here are some of them. According to the description on YouTube, Tripwire just didn't like the way these tracks were going, so they weren't used. There's also some music from zYnthetic and Rocky Gray that just can't be heard anymore in the game. I'm not sure which exact ones you can't hear anymore, and I really don't want to go through all the work of hunting them down, but for the event main menus, some of the songs never got used in the maps, which means that these songs are basically not accessible anymore without modding. This would take a lot of work to check which ones are actually unused, since you'd have to go through every single map file and check every single song and their random music. So yeah, I'm not doing that. Here is one I'm fairly certain is no longer used. Moab by Rocky Gray. One last case that I know of for this video is the Cutting Floor album. This is an album zYnthetic released of unfinished songs, apparently from multiple projects, but judging by the cover of the album and the name, I'm pretty sure they're mostly from Killing Floor. We don't know anything about these tracks really. The names of the projects are replaced with X's in the file names, so we don't know why they weren't finished, what they were for exactly. I will say, they do sound pretty different and experimental, so that could be why they weren't used. Anyways, that is all I could find at the moment, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more Killing Floor or gaming content like this in general, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.